I've snuck into VidCon every year for the past 8 or 9 years. I mean, it's always been a dream of mine to just actually be invited. And now that I actually was, it was such a completely different experience.
Hi, Peet. I'm a big fan, huge fan.
And I'm so happy to have gone, but it was just a lot.
What's been your favorite part of VidCon so far?
Silence. VidCon 2023. Holy shit, though. I got someone there to help document everything that was going on. Trevor is his name. He and I used to be in a boy band together.
I like staying out all night till we're dancing in the street.
Anyways, he came to VidCon with me and I brought him, my mom, my sister, and then obviously myself, and then my manager as well. Even with all these people, it was so stressful. Like day one, I'm gonna do my first moderation on a panel. Moderator, I don't even know the word.
It's VidCon, right? It's exciting. It's VidCon, right? It's exciting.
We have an hour on each panel, mind you. I'm supposed to fill up the entire hour. I had everyone introduce themselves and I asked them one question like,
What's it like to work with your family?
there's this dad who was right next to me and I'm like, he probably thinks I'm like 12 years old leading the panel. And then after that, I just got nervous.
Very cool. Does anyone have any questions? I'm sure there are more things I should talk about, but I've never moderated before.
So for 58 minutes, we were Q&Aing. I mean, it was fine, it was whatever. Oh my God, splat. And it wasn't as big of a panel as Chills and Thrills.
I want to welcome all of you to the Thrills and Chills panel, where we're going to chat about all things spooky, supernatural, and we'll see what else. I want all of our creators to introduce themselves and tell me your favorite piece of spooky content.
My favorite thing this year, oh hi, I'm Peet. I'm so bad at this. Okay, what was the question again?
The question was...
That was fun, because those are like actually my friends. After that, I had an interview for YouTube blog or something where I had to drink pickle juice.
I mentioned it on a call the other day.
He did?
Yeah.
What's up? It's Pete from Peet Montzingo. YouTube in a pickle. I said that wrong. Honestly, it was a little weird because they like wrote out questions and they were like pre-approved to not make me feel. Basically, there were 6 shot glasses and they all had pickle juice in front of me. And if I didn't want to answer a question, then I'd take a shot of the pickle juice. But questions were just so easy, but they wanted me to take at least 2 shots of pickle juice. So I'm like kind of nervous for this thing to come out because I'm gonna be taking a card and it's gonna say, what's your favorite video? And I'm gonna be like,
Oh, man, this is a sensitive question. I'm scared now, so I'm gonna choose to drink pickle juice instead of answering this question.
and then everyone's gonna be like, why are you avoiding that question? It's weird. So I'm wondering how it's gonna turn out. I'm gonna take a shot of the pickle juice. So did that, and then, okay, my sister's texting me. We had like a lounge that we were going to. There were social network lounges like Snapchat, TikTok, Meta, etc. But then they also had brand lounges like Nickelodeon, CapCut, and other things like that. So, I mean, there were a ton all day, every day.
And then events are like in the back of the,
I'm gonna be in the box, out of the box at the same time with the box inside of it. I'm excited. I got asked to be a surprise guest in this thing called Out of the Box.
We're gonna do a fun little Instagram live stream. Right there inside the box, there's gonna be 2 pink boxes ready for you on the table when we walk in with little note cards. I can't tell you what's inside the box. There are note cards that will instruct you, and it's kind of like a game that you play together, get to know each other.
Okay, like we're on the same team, not like competing.
You're not, there's no competition.
Okay,
I'll tell you that much.
okay.
It'll be a friendly game. Wonderful.
Little did I know, what happens here was by far the most traumatizing part of VidCon.
come on guys.
I met your mom. She's
Look,
so
she's right
sweet.
there.
I don't know, we have no idea
We don't know what's going on at all.
We ended up playing Jenga.
Jenga?
And asking each other a bunch of questions through those Jenga pieces. At the very end, I had 3 boxes that I was supposed to give to random fans. Oh God, this is what happened.
Okay, who's right here?
May I please?
Oh yeah. I love you. I love
It hit me in the face. And it like swiped to the side of my face and it hit my glasses. I started like sobbing. And he was like, oh my God, like, are you okay? I was like, but I'm embarrassed and forever traumatized.
Ginger on ginger hate crime. So this is what I ended up trying to do to make it up to her. I'm so sorry, Maddie. So I'm apologizing. Chocolates, balloon, flowers, a glove so you can catch it next time, a helmet so you don't get hurt, and fail. Because she didn't even get the box. It ricocheted off her head and some dad took it for his son. So, sorry about your eye, Maddie. I'm gonna overnight this. Guarantee this will be better than whatever was in that box anyway. So that was day 1. And then at the end of the day, we had parties. So there was like a TikTok party, which I wasn't invited to, by the way. So I literally ran in through the front doors and they were like, hey, stop. And I'm like, you can't catch me. Like I'm 8 years old. I don't know what's wrong with me. Went up the escalator, hid in the bathroom and waited 20 minutes and then came out and I was like, no one's ever gonna know. You gotta do what you gotta do, especially when TikTok hates you. Which, by the way, my mom and I walk into the TikTok lounge and the CEO is there and my mom ends up talking to the CEO for like 10 minutes and my mom's being like a momager.
I am your mother.
If I was younger, she would have loved to be my momager, but she was like, oh, look at my son. We do a lot of videos together and like, look at all of his engagement and his views and his followers and
A ton of swell. And he just loves TikTok, but for some reason he doesn't have a rep.
Okay.
Can you get him a rep or something?
We can make that happen.
Really?
So my son has 13 million followers, but no rap. Like nobody's supporting.
Okay, cool.
Fast forward to this person that my mom talked to. They were like, oh, well, we're going a different direction on TikTok next year. And, you know, we're looking for like specific creators to represent. And my mom was like, well, like what? And they're like, well, for example, book talk. So books on TikTok. And my mom's like, oh, well, perfect. He just wrote a kid's book. She was like, no, not a kid's book. Like reviewing books and not about creating books. And she's like, okay. And then she's like, well, what else? And the representative had said, well, we're also looking at education talk. So about just educating on different things. And my mom's like, well, perfect. A lot of what my son does and with me is we educate a lot of people about dwarfism since there's not a lot of education out there. We do it in a really fun, loving way. The rep said, oh my God. My sister says, oh my God, my sister texted me. Okay, now I'm all scatterbrained. Oh yeah, they said education talk. And my sister was like, God damn it, not my sister. Why am I talking about my sister? By the way, this brand rocks. Not sponsored, but they just sent me a bunch of their products and there's candy and energy drinks, protein shakes. So they said, yeah, education talk is what they're moving forward with that they're looking to represent. And my mom was like, oh, great. Pete and I do a lot together of, you know, dwarfism awareness. And the representative says, oh no, we're looking a little bit more like of something that would go viral. And my mom was like, well, you can see here, like,
All of them go viral.
And she's like, oh, well, no, we're just looking to take it a little bit of a different direction. And then there were like a couple more of these. Like it was crazy because my mom's good at this and she like couldn't believe it because I've always talked crap about the people at TikTok. So my mom talks to her for, I mean, probably like 30 minutes and she's just giving her the runaround. And then I go to meet my mom after she like gives up essentially. And this representative is walking out like at the same time. And I walk by and my mom goes, oh, look, there's Pete. This is the one I was talking about. And she goes, yeah, I just don't have time right now. And she doesn't even look at me and she just keeps walking. At that moment, my mom was like, okay, I finally understand what you're saying about the people at TikTok. So I don't know what it is. And I'm actually like not totally mad because I love YouTube way more. And now I officially have more followers on YouTube now than I do on TikTok, which is crazy.
Want to say hi to Peet's YouTube channel? I'll see you later, okay? That's my mom, remember her? See you later.
that was day 1. Day 2, I had meet and greet, and I forgot to promote it, so I thought no one knew about it or no one's gonna show up. We're going to a meet and greet, and it's for 2 hours, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know if anyone will show up, but at least 5 people will show up, you said. So that's good.
I did say that. Are you ready for your meet and greet?
What?
Ended up being full 2 hours. Like, it was a long time, and I surprised everyone by bringing my mom into the meet and greet as well, because that wasn't even part of it. It was a lot of fun. That was my favorite part, just meeting all the people who watch my videos and taking pictures and doing videos with them. But everything else just gave me so much anxiety. You're probably wondering why I have Band-Aids on my fingers. I was biting my cuticles so much. That's how anxious I was. It was just a lot of the stress and the pressure, and there was just so much to do all day, every day. Also realizing all the things that you were missing too. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna do all the main things or things I'm obligated to do, but that means now I can't experience a lot of the fun things or go and do, you know, hang out with my friends or, you know, eat. I mean, I don't think we ate for 2 days. Maybe like a snack or a couple snacks, just because there was just too much to do. Which again is awesome. Going everywhere. Oh my God, is that the SWAT team? Holy shit. Well, if you hear an explosion, then I'm dead. Oh, and I got invited to a secret YouTube meeting. Me and a few other people got to have like a private meeting with them and really talk to them about the things we feel like need to change or things that we like. And I think there might be some improvements coming to YouTube. And there's this stupid gnat that keeps ruining the shot. Go away. The Instagram party, I only had a +1. I was like, well, my sister's here, my manager's here.
My friend's here, and then another friend that I have who didn't get invited, who is on YouTube and stuff. I wanted to get her in.
I brought like +5 with me, and they're like, what's going on? Are you guys all on the list? And I was like,
yeah, they said that everyone could come.
I'm such a bad liar. They're like, okay, well, wait here. We don't think that's true. We just waited there and like, we were like pressuring them a little bit, and then we got let in, and we ended up seeing like this awesome artist. I forgot her name. 2 best friends. Da 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 da. That girl. Yeah, it was like the best night. My mom, she was dancing like she was a teenager, and then my sister was like dancing. I mean, it was just a blast. That was the best. I think that was the highlight of VidCon, just that night. So I'm glad that we all snuck in. See, good things can happen from sneaking in, just saying. I'm really already missed that, actually. Day 3 was interesting because day 3 was the one day where I had like maybe one thing to do. So that was the day I was gonna go and like walk around, because we had the Anaheim Convention Center with VidCon, and then we had where a lot of the lounges were back where the hotel was, and that's where everybody kind of stayed who was invited. I wasn't allowed into the actual Anaheim Convention Center because I was like featured. So my mom and I snuck in at one point and we got like mobbed. We maybe took 20 steps in 2 hours because we couldn't move. And it got to the point where it started with like a couple people, and they're like, oh my God, and coming up, take pictures and whatever. But then, I mean, they just kept coming and coming to the point where they like separated my mom and I, separate pictures and autographs and stuff. And she had her own circle of people, and I did too. And it was becoming a liability because a lot of like the brands and pop-ups were around us, and we were interrupting like the lines and the concessions and all of that. Security stopped us, and then we got in trouble for it and then kicked us out. The security guard was like,
you better not pull a Logan Paul.
We're like, well, we just wanted to experience VidCon, which is like an awesome problem to have, because I'm like, holy shit, like people actually know me and know my mom. Really strange, because I'm just talking to the camera this whole time. And then something else we all saw, Talk to Me. It's by those 2 YouTubers who make features on YouTube that are like horror. They were finally able to get the first theatrical release. So we saw it before, you know, it was released, and it was so good, but also so scary. My mom and sister, especially my mom, were just like so grossed out because it was kind of gory and stuff, but I loved it because, you know, I love Cecil stuff and horror. Okay, also, what time is it? I have to leave in 30 minutes because I'm going to Olivia Rodrigo's album release party. vampire. I'm trying to get this YouTube video in before I go. I was so happy my sister got to meet Emily Baker. My sister's Emily's biggest fan. She hit me up before VidCon. I was like, oh my God, Emily is coming. You have to introduce us. So I did. I like blindfolded my sister and then scooted her chair up to like meet Emily. And it was just a really cool experience to see my sister, you know, just feel that excited. Although I wish you would feel like that about me when I came over. It's so annoying. So shout out to Emily for being awesome and doing that. Shout out to all the other people. I know you want to be a star. I'm talking to the fly, but please get out of my shot. So anyways, that was my VidCon experience. It was so nice to meet any of you who were there. Definitely a highlight. If you weren't there and you wanted to go, I wish you were there too. Like I've told everyone there, thank you for watching my videos. I wish I could give you a hug because it's because of you that I get to go and do things like that. And I feel bad because it's like, you should come too, especially if you're supporting me. And I don't know, it's another whole thing. So yeah, I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe because I hate it when YouTubers do that. And that's all everyone was doing at VidCon. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. I want to say bye.
Bye, have a great time.